Namaste, good morning, good afternoon, good evening, wherever you are in the world, and joining us today for a live yoga session. So let's find a comfortable position, sitting or lying down, depending on how your body feels. And obviously, if you had a busy week, it's good to lay down, just have a little rest, absorb anything like deep breathing and just observing any sensations. Or if you even sitting cross-legged, just make your body feel comfortable. Use any blocks or cushions to lift the sitting bones a little bit. Make sure the room is comfortable, there's no drafts, and you'll find your favorite spot where you feel really at home. So that you can stay in silence for a minute or maybe two. So we're in the season where Kapha is now moving away. Kapha is earth. In any sense and form, Kapha in the body could be the mucus in the body that now is kind of melting. You may feel a bit more coming like colds where your nose is running, and for that would be very handy to use neti. Like in my case, in the last few days I've been kind of blocked in my sinuses, so using neti with some salty water helps relieve that and clear away kapha. That also in the earth, in nature, you see kapha is earth making kind of space for the shoots to come through, the new grass, the plants to come through. So that is associated with movement, okay? Vata. Vata is coming to move things, and it's also connected with Pitta, which is the sun, the light, or heat. So you see how these three dots are starting to play in nature, but also they start to play within your own constitution. So the spirits kind of lift up, and if you felt a bit more depressed, which is a kapha state of mind, movement, vata, being able to go out now, hopefully some of the restrictions are reduced in the places where there is a bit more upbeat and sunny and warm, so you want to move, you want to go out and be outside in the sun, so that's pitta. And maybe start planning your data, have a bit more like you want to get into a regime, maybe a fitness regime. So that is a pitta kind of mind coming to play. So just a little example of how these constitutions are and the doshas are working. And within our practice today, let's observe how movement or vata works on pitta and kapha. Okay, so we'll just give 1 or 2 minutes for others to join us, and also for you to settle comfortably. Taking deep inhales and exhales. allowing the body to feel comfortable. Sitting, observe that area, and from your sitting bones, try and lift the spine just like a flower coming to blossom, searching for space in between the vertebrae, lengthening up towards the sky, becoming lighter. Shoulders drop down. Now you can put your hands on the belly, and we're going to do 5 breaths here, belly breaths. So if you're on the floor as well, you can rest your palms, but the fingers don't interlace, they're aside of your belly button. And you're going to breathe in and out for 5 breaths. Feeling that movement in the belly. Inhale and exhale. And begin in your own time, counting for 5. When you're ready, we're going to come to do 3 Oms and the Loka mantra together. Take a deep inhale. Loka samasta sukhino bhavantu. Loka samasta sukhino bhavantu. Loka samasta sukhino bhavantu. Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. Om Shri Gurubhyo Namaha. Hari Om. Beautiful. And as you are peacefully in your lovely spot, I'm going to start with just opening a little bit the joints, because that's where Vata accumulates when you get to the point of seasons like this. So if you interlace your fingers, we're just going to inhale and exhale to the right, keeping the sitting bones rooting us down. Inhale back to center. Gently exhale the other side. Inhale the rib cage. Exhale. Keep lengthening to the side. Inhale back to center. And again. Exhale to the side. And then full breath. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale back to center. Keep lengthening, so you're reaching up with the palms, at the same time rooting with your sitting bones. Exhale. Inhale, feel the rib cage. Exhale. Back to center and release. Now put your touch your shoulders. I'm going to touch the elbows. I'm going to do circles here for 3 to 5 inhales and exhale. Touch the elbows again. Inhale and exhale. 3, 4. Try and keep your fingers onto your shoulders. And 5. Now the opposite way. 1, 2. Don't be in a hurry. Do it in your own rhythm. 3, 4. And 5. Beautiful. On the next inhale, exhale, let's do a little bit with our feet. So if you just straighten your legs, come into sitting position. I'm just going to turn slightly like that. Okay, and support as much as you feel comfortable, so you keep them hip width apart. 8, 5 rounds to the right. Gaze the big toes, and then 5 rounds the other side. Good. When you finish with that, then we're going to take one foot, massage the whole of the foot, any pressure points there. Press your toes, interlace fingers into your toes, and just gently stretching the area there, and also giving a lovely movement in the ball of the foot. So all these little joints, they need a bit more a stretch and lubrication. Okay, and then we're going to hug the shin, and just shoulders down, body is awake, so the foot is pressing, the heel is rooting us down. Good. And breathe for a few rounds here. Feel that opening in the hip joint. If it's challenging, you can just have the wrists around your knee and your foot, so that's variation. But keeping the sternum open, shoulders away from the ears. Beautiful squeeze and release. Squeeze and release, side to side movement, whichever works for you. Then we come to the other side. So massage, pressure points, energizing the foot, the toes one at a time. And then interlace the fingers into the toes. And just move the ball of the foot. Good. And then whether you want to hold it into your wrists or go further with the elbows, interlacing the fingers, and 5 rounds here, squeezing the shin, inhaling, exhaling, sending the breath to the tight spot, rooting into the ground. You can gently rock it side to side if you need to. Release and squeeze again. Four and five. Beautiful. Inhale, exhale. On the next, let's come on to fours. So coming on to fours for cat-cow. Just make sure your knees are underneath your hips and your shoulders are exactly above your wrists. And we're going to do the scraping of the barrel, pressing the heels of your palms into the floor. One direction and then swap to the other side. Really pressing your palms on the upper body. You can even do figure eights here if you wish. Just a bit more fluidity into the spine. Or if you feel like continuing with the scraping of the barrel, that's great. Good. And then we'll continue with inhale, exhale, arching the back, lower to the heels, come on to forearms. Now, you can use this moment to connect with your breath, so movement follows the breath, not the other way around. And also if you want the Ujjayi breath, the one with a slight restriction, use that. After 5, come to neutral. Now, if you have any ponytails or anything, maybe like hair clips or anything like that, just make sure to remove them, because we're going to very good for the top of the crown here to press pressure points. So make sure there's nothing on the head. Let me demonstrate that. So palms are on the side of the head. And you just roll forward as far as it feels comfortable and back. Forward and back. Gently, as far as it feels comfortable. You roll it with your hips. Okay? So the neck is not active, but it's the hips. And then after a few rounds, rest in Balasana, baby. Take a deep inhale and exhale here. Feel the lungs opening, the front, not so much, but maybe the side and the back of your lungs. One more. And the final third breath here, before we move into down dog. And a gentle transition into down dog. So tuck the toes under and come one at a time, heel, lift heel, down, heel lift and heel down. Taking that opportunity to feel how the shoulders move away from your ears. Feel the hamstring stretched when the heel is down, the other one can be up. Let's choose one leg and put the heel down, lift the other one up, and let's breathe here for 3 breaths. One. Stay like that for 2 more. 2. Make sure your shoulder blades are away from the ears. Moving them away. And 3. Swap the legs, so lift the other, lower the other heel and lift the first one. So again, observe that opening in the hamstring and count 3 breaths here. Allow the crown to be more closer to the ground. 1 breath here. And 2. 3. Beautiful. Let's have a breath in down dog. In balasana, and then we go back into down dog. So take a breath here. And when you're ready, press the palms in, open the fingers, come into down dog. Again, tuck the toes. Now both heels are touching the floor. Make sure you can't see the heels. They're hip width apart. And we stay for 3 breaths here. Extending the tailbone towards the sky. Lengthening the crown. And we begin. You always can bend slightly the knees if that's challenging. So there's a variation. Okay, 3 breaths here. 1. 2. 3. Beautiful. Coming to rest in balasana. You can have your arms beside you. Take a deep inhale here. Exhale. 1 more. Beautiful. Okay, so we're going to start with some lunges. So hopefully downward dog was kind of heating, so you may feel a bit more heated up, warmed up. Okay, so we continue with some lunges, a bit more dynamic. So back into down dog. Then inhale, you can lift the right foot up, bend it, and just really give a good opening and stretch there. And then the exhale, come into 90-degree and lower the back. So we're going to inhale here. As far as it feels comfortable to open the whole of the chest. And then exhale back into down dog. And ready for the other side. Lift the leg up, the left comes up. Inhale and then exhale all the way forward into 90 degrees. Lower the back knee. And then inhale here. And exhale back into down dog. So that was one round. We'll do 2 more. The third round. Beautiful. Take a breath in down dog before we come to forward to the front of your mat. Inhale and exhale, gently come up to Tadasana. So before we continue with sound salutes, we'll do a swan dive, which is also quite dynamic movement, and it's good for the keeping the flow, keeping active. Today a bit more energizing. So come into Tadasana, opening the hamstring with this one, and again connecting to the breath. So inhale. I need to move a bit away from this wall. Okay. Right, inhale. Parallel feet. Bend the knees, look forward and exhale. Either bend the knees slightly to come up with straight backs, or if that's okay, keep the knees straight, press into the floor, exhale into the heart. Again. When you bend the knees to look forward, make sure they're not together, they are parallel. Then exhale, feel that it comes up through the crown, and then inhale, coming up. Exhale into your heart. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale, look. Exhale through the crown. Inhale, come up. Exhale into your heart. And final. Good. Now we continue with 3 rounds of sound salutation. Any of your variations, so go for it. Inhale. main thing is you observe how Vata movement creates Pitta or heat to remove Kapha or any stagnation and mucus. In. I've just done one round, so and the third round of your sun salute. When you finish your third round, let's all meet in Tadasana. Continue with the breath, whether you have your hands beside the body or in Anjali Mudra, pressing your sternum, it's up to you. Just listen to the breath for a few rounds. And we're going to go for lunges with a twist. So inhale, exhale, down dog. Then right foot forward. 90-degree shin. Keep the back knee up. Move on the inside of the shin, and we're gonna turn here for 3 breaths, gazing the thumb, extending out through the back heel, keeping the front knee actively pressing forward and moving the shoulders away. 2 and 3. Through vinyasa, that means down dog, plank, either knees, chest, chin, back into down dog. Ready for the left side to come forward, and you move that right hand on the inside of the shin, the front shin, and extend up through the hand, press down the other palm into the floor, extend up through the crown, extend up through the back knee, and breathe for 3. 1 and 2, 3. Back through vinyasa. Inhale, exhale, either full chaturanga, cobra, or upward dog is up to you. And we'll do it once more. Right foot forward, left. I'll come a bit more. So you see my back heel is extending, pressing through the back ball of the foot into the floor, and then coming up to the twist, sustaining the twist through extending, finding space between the vertebrae. Gaze the thumb and breathe for 3. 1, 2 and 3. Exhale through vinyasa. Then the left. One, 2 and 3. Back into down dog through vinyasa flow. Or vinyasa means flow actually. Exhale. Back into down dog. And we're going to stay here for a breath. And then we move into pigeon. Now you can lift the knee high as we did earlier, trying to keep the hips square, or if you want to, sometimes I really want to open and stretch it further, so it's up to you. And then the right knee towards your right thumb. And any variations that you're familiar with, just make sure that you don't tilt to the side, but keep the hips square. So any variation of your pigeon is welcome. Normally at this time of the year, sciatica is common, as I said. So the joint here would need a bit of stretch and opening. So pigeon is one of the best postures for that. You can do stages, come onto your forearms, surrender, and also you can gently support your forehead on the top of your fists on top of each other. Stay for as long as you feel like comfortable here. To open and work on the joints if you need to. Beautiful breaths here. Absolute surrender. And when you're ready, we'll go back for the other side. So come up, tuck the back toes, lift through vinyasa if you need to have that beautiful movement here to get for the other side. So keeping dynamic flow today. Then ready for the left. Inhale. Exhale the left knee towards your left thumb. Observe the difference maybe here. Keep the shoulders away and then surrender gently. Beautiful. Any variation here. Stay for as long as you feel this side as needed, the attention. Total surrender, total surrender. Use blocks underneath your forehead if you need to. Or if you don't have it, then the fists are fine. Like so. Exhale to the point which you feel the most tight. Send the breath there. Be patient with the body, allow it to soften. Just observe as a silent witness. Any processes there. Beautiful. Now, option if you want to go through vinyasa and come back to sitting, or just tilt the bum to the side, and let's go for a spinal twist. So variation to lengthen that knee. And then inhale and exhale, hug your knee. Support the back with your back, fingertips or palms. Don't be in a hurry to look back. Look forward and just feel the twist happening from the lower back, middle back and upper back. Finally, the head may want to look, but that is not necessary. The foot on the floor is actively pressing and the other foot is also anchoring you. Good. So then you have the strength to lengthen the spine and begin your journey to feel that beautiful twist. Beautiful. And 3 to 5 breaths here. Even if some of you may want to reach for that bent knee to go underneath it, and maybe reach a block, if you have a prop there, or maybe your hands are able to reach each other for a deeper twist. That's absolutely fine. And again, observe the breath, the movement, creating Pitta, moving away Kapha. Okay. 3 do 5 here. 4. 5. Inhale, the head looks forward. Exhale, we're going to swap. Find your sitting bones well. Inhale, lengthen the spine, and exhale, hug your knee, flex the foot on the floor, and press the other one, the bent one, into the floor. So from there, inhale, lengthen the spine, and feel the gentle twist in the lower back, massaging the internal organs there. Gently feel the twist in the middle back, and then eventually the upper back and maybe the head. And we count 5 breaths here to wherever you are in this stage of your twist. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Inhale, look forward, and exhale, we're going to come to a forward bend. So again, if you want to sit on a cushion to lift a little bit your sitting bones, that's fine. Then you can gently bend your knees and gradually feel the upper body coming on top of your thighs. So connect the belly with your thighs. Then you can hook the index, middle and the thumb around your big toes. And for some, this is absolutely fine where you are. If you want to take it further, then slide the legs, keeping the connection belly and thigh. Belly with thighs, yeah. So gaze the big toes and feel the breath. Easy moving. Again, try further on the next exhale. Keeping the shoulders away, sliding further on exhale. But feel that your belly is still connected. If you at some point feel that's I've arched my back, so I want to keep it straight. Okay, so that's why, maybe that's where you are today, that's fine. And others may be able to sort of straighten the whole of their legs and still have the belly on, the thighs connected. Gaze the big toes and breathe. Exhalation is rooting you down, moving the shoulder blades away. 5 breaths for wherever you are in this posture. Again, observe. Kapha body is able to lengthen so the muscles, the bones and everything makes way for the breath to move, and this creates pitta, fire, heat, comes out in the form of sweat maybe. Two more breaths wherever you are. And 2. Then you come up gently. Gently coming up, and we're going to go for either bridge or shoulder stand. Gently hug your knees into your chest and massage clockwise and anti-clockwise. Now if you feel really blocked and chesty, which is possible at this time of the year, maybe just go for bridge instead of full shoulder stand. So it's up to you. For me today will be bridge. A variation, you maybe can reach to your heels or ankles, but keep the knees in line with your hips. And when you reach and lift up into your bridge, let's hold it for 3. 2, 3. Lower, hug your knees into your chest. If you are in shoulder blades, in shoulder stand, make sure you're supporting your back with everything, the palms, the fingers. Make sure you're lifting through the tailbone so the shoulder blades are coming closer together. And you can hinge initially and then gradually start lengthening through the tailbone and becoming straighter and straighter in your shoulder stand. Observing the breath is able to pass through gently, naturally, without straining or gasping. So bridge, people, let's do it once more for 3. Inhale, lift. Hold it for 3. Inhale once more. Exhale there. Inhale 2. Inhale 3. Exhale. Lower. Hug your knees into your chest. Release the tension in the lower back. Beautiful. Circle clockwise, anti-clockwise. To massage your lower back, particularly all the piriformis. Again, relieving any sciatica tension there. Good. And when you're ready now, put your feet together, open the knees. Okay. And we put them on the side. Then you can put your arms like cactus arms. Now total surrender here in goddess pose. If you have blocks, you need to put underneath your thighs so there's no much pulling on the inner thigh. So if you support your inner thighs with cushions or blocks, also gently move side to side, like rock the pelvic floor gently. And with the exhalation, you release more and more tension. The more you surrender through the exhale, the more you soft become. beautiful surrender. And opening to the breath, the flow. So you can gently meditate here on the support you've got from the earth. In fact, the whole planet. You're lying on a spot, on this particular spot on the planet Earth. So you're supported by the whole of the planet. And above you is the whole of the universe, endless and beautiful. And you're floating like a happy baby on this planet, in the whole of the cosmos, supported and looked after. Whenever you're ready to move into Shavasana, or stay in your goddess pose or happy baby pose, it's up to you. As long as you surrender, become still and just observe your breathing and any images if you have your eyes closed, or thoughts, any sounds, vibrations, anything, sensations. Observe your emotions as well. Are you happy, soft and relaxed? Absolutely happy baby on a Sunday. And with every breath, surrender further and further. To the stillness. Listening to the breath. Taking you further into your stillness. Any sounds, anything, you observe like a silent witness. Beautiful. Coming back by deepening your breathing. Stretch the body like in the morning. And gradually come up to sitting. Keep that stillness within you. And we're going to do 3 Oms together and the Loka mantra. Inhale. Loka samasta sukhino bhavantu. Loka samasta sukhino bhavantu. Loka samasta sukhino bhavantu. Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. Om Shri Gurubhyo Namaha. Hari Om. Okay guys, thank you. So may all beings in all worlds be happy. And so hopefully you've created a bit of friction between Vata and Pitta, so that you created a bit of, Vata and Kapha, so you created a bit of heat. And one of the elements of Kapha and Pitta is water, so that's in the form of sweat. Other form is the form of Kapha is phlegm, so any mucus that may have lingered and starting melt away. You might have felt your sinuses a bit clear today after the practice, or any stiffness, any stagnation into your muscles or joints as well. Kind of got rid of and felt a bit better. So yeah, so for the next few days, observe that movement or dance between the 3 gunas in a way. So Vata and Pitta and Kapha, Tamas and Sattva, and Tamas, Sattva, and the I forgot the third. Anyway, the 3 aspects that we talk about today. So hopefully you felt lighter and better, and see you next Sunday. Take care. Bye bye.